Welcome back to another Tabletop Talk. Today I thought I'd take a few minutes to give my review of PC Replay Basketball. A few disclaimers. Number one, as usual, this is just opinion. It's no diss on other games. It's just some things that I want to point out that appeal or don't appeal to me. The second thing is I'm not a huge basketball fan, so I know baseball. I know a lot about baseball. Been around baseball a long time, so I'm again, especially the older basketball back in the 80s, and I'm also doing some learning about basketball in the 60s and 70s. So I'm not a huge basketball fan. The second thing, or the third thing is I have limited experience with basketball replay games. I purchased Stratomatic in 86, 87, and I did play that quite a bit. I did a Portland Trailblazers replay, cards and dice, all the stats by hand. So that's about my experience with basketball replays. So I can't really compare this to a lot of other basketball replays, so keep that in mind. And lastly, I don't have a lot of experience with this game. I've played it quite a few games for what little I've had it. So this review is coming kind of like an early review. So, and sometimes there's value to those as well. First impressions are a big deal. A good first impression will make you keep playing something. If you struggle with a new game right off the bat, it can be hard to get back into it, or you just kind of got a negative feeling, and you just, whereas one that kind of grabs you, that can make for a more pleasant experience as you continue to play it. So you might ask the question, why do a review? I kind of answered it there a little bit, is that because this game is really, really fun. I can't remember a game that has grabbed me as much as this one has. Now, it could be my lack of basketball experience, because I'm not saturated like I am with baseball. So that could be it, kind of discovering new seasons and new things. So that could be kind of what's grabbed me and got me excited and enjoying this so much. But because I am having so much fun with it, I wanted just to do a quick review. And the second thing is that it's on sale today. So if you happen to catch this today, which is September 21st, 2021, the game is on sale for $42. And there's a few of the older seasons that are on sale for $21. Typically, the seasons are $24.95. And I believe that is the price for any season you choose for the computer version. And that's what I'm reviewing today, is the PC version. I do have some other things coming with the cards and dice later. But so that's kind of why I wanted to go ahead and put this out there, just to kind of share. Again, that's the whole purpose of this channel, is to share my experience and my little corner of the cards and dice sports sim universe. So, as usual, I'll kind of start with some things that I like, and then some things that are iffy, and then a couple things that I think could use some improvement. I'd say the first thing is I like about this game is the playability. Right out of the box, it's just a lot of fun. For me, the learning curve was relatively quick. It didn't take long to pick it up. I mean, you could pretty much just start playing right out of the box and kind of learn as you go. That's one of the advantage to a PC version of a game, is that it will do the calculations for you, and then from there you can kind of figure out how it got to those calculations. Whereas when you're doing cards and dice, you're doing all the calculating, so if you miss something, you just miss it, and you don't really learn unless you're putting on YouTube and people can show you, hey, you missed that or missed that. But in the PC version, it does it right every time, and then you can kind of figure that out. So that's really helping me to learn the game. Another thing I like about it, which kind of leads into that, is it's based on cards and dice. I just personally, again, no slam on other games. I prefer open engines. I don't know why. I know that these closed engines are great and they do a wonderful job, but just for some reason, I guess because of my background with the cards and dice, I prefer a closed engine, or an open engine rather. I like to see the results. So even if something weird happens, I know that it's because of just the roll of the dice. And so this being based on cards and dice really appeals to me. I like that a lot. Again, it just got that component that I like. So I'm sure a game like Action PC Basketball, which I haven't tried but probably will, is wonderful and does a great job. And because it's not tied to a cards and dice game, it's going to be able to do some things that the cards and dice game that's based on can't. But still, for me, that's a win. I like that. And I've enjoyed trying to figure out the cards and dice version and seeing how it plays with the computer. Another thing that I like about it is as the depth. It really amazes me how this game interacts, how the ratings and how the detailed ratings. I'm not for sure if I'm going to be able to explain this like I would like, but it's like the defensive ratings. They're rated on their blockability, the ability to make somebody pass the ball, just the regular shot blocking, not the blocking, but the shot stopping ability, their ability to avoid fouling or their ability to foul a lot, free throw percentage, their percentage on fast break shots, 3-point shooting. It's just the more I play it, the more I'm amazed at the depth and how the game designer made all these things intertwine to where the results can't come out, and it's just based so much on their ability. I'm just really amazed at that. And the more I play it, the more amazed I am. It's even got things like team ability to stop 3 points, or it's got the home court advantage, which is a big thing in basketball. So again, whoever designed this game just did an incredible job. And again, I like that. You just you don't see that when you do a closed engine. You can see their ratings, but you just don't see how those things interact. Whereas in this game, you get to see the nuts and the bolts. You get to see, how everything is intertwining to get the results, and I really, really enjoy that. So, when you get to see Oscar Robertson, go up against Jerry West. Jerry West is a great defender. And so, that's a lot different than when we're playing somebody who doesn't have that great of a point guard, and Oscar Robertson in that battle. And you see his blockability, his ability not to foul, his ability to disrupt the shots. Again, you get to see all the nuts and bolts. And I really, really enjoy that. The graphics on this game are great. Again, there's no animation, but in a game like this, I don't think you need it. Again, for me, the animation is the cards interacting. But the graphics are just great. It's a lot like Replay Baseball, which is very helpful because obviously I have a lot of experience with the PC Replay Baseball. And so the learning curve was much less because of my familiarity with that. And so the guy who designed both those games, and I forget his name off the top of my head, but he just does an amazing job. He's getting quite a reputation in the community for putting together some pretty impressive computer games for the cards and dice genre. So there's a couple things that are a little different. With the baseball game, one file, you get pictures, stadiums, everything. This one, there's one file for the logos, but you have to go find the stadiums, the courts, if you will, and the player pictures. So again, it's not as one button like the baseball game is, but still, the logos, and I have downloaded the courts. And again, it's not hard. If you get on Delphi Forum, you can find just about anything you want there, and the guys there are just so helpful, which is very much appreciated. The graphics are very good. Um, the playability, again, it's very intuitive. You can play it really quick out of the box, so to speak. And So again, just I can't remember a game that has grabbed me as quickly and as much as this one has. As far as the cards and dice, that is one thing that's a little different from this and the baseball. The baseball is they make the computer version so that you can actually have the cards and dice in front of you and kind of use the computer, whereas this one is not designed to do that. Pete has said that they didn't think as many people would be interested in that as in this game as the baseball. So it doesn't interact quite as seamlessly. Like, for example, you can't input the results. Now you can play a game with the cards and then put in the stats at the end of the game, but you can't input each individual result as you go along. And if and when I get the cards and dice, it's not going to be, I can't play the game and then input it into the computer. So that's one difference. I do like you can roll your own dice, which again for me is a big deal. Again, I'm sure it's ridiculous, but just for some reason I don't trust dice rollers. I don't know why. And plus, I just like the tactile. When you roll the dice yourself, it makes me feel like I'm more a part of the game. I'm the one that's making things happen, and for some reason that just appeals to me. So in this game, you can roll your own dice and input the dice roll, and it goes very quick. You guys have seen some games that I've played, and it slows it down a little. I'm sure if I just pushed a button, it would go a little quicker, but still not a lot. And so I like that you're able to to roll your own dice. I like the fact that you can the managing aspect of it. Baseball itself, to be honest, there's just not as much managing as there are, say, in basketball and football, especially football. Your decision making is huge in football, and so in this game, the managing decisions are a really good balance. Again, it's not so much where it bogs down and you have to overthink, but there's enough decisions where it feels like that I'm affecting the outcome. So you can do, how you want to rebound. If you want to crash the boards, you get quite a few opportunities to decide who gets the ball. You can do matchups. If you're the home team, you kind of get the final say. So you can, try to get good matchups, decide who gets the ball based on who they're matched up against. So again, to me, that's a big, big part of the fun. And the computer manager, as those of you who have followed me at all know that I really like computer managers, and especially in a basketball game. I don't know that I would enjoy it nearly as much if I had to make both decisions. But again, if I get a cards and dice version of it, I'll have to figure that out. And I'm learning to enjoy that more, especially with my baseball sims. But with the PC replay basketball, you get the computer manager, and it does all the substitutions. You can even have it do some of your decision making. And so again, there's quite a few options. So you get, however you want to play it. You can have the computer do the substitutions, for you, or you can do all the substitutions yourself, which is what I like to do. You can have it figure out who to give the ball to if you have a choice. So again, it gives you a lot of options, which replay games tend to do. The baseball's the same way. And, that's one thing that has struck me about the replay baseball in particular, but this game as well. It feels like it was designed by people who do what we do, if that makes any sense. I know that there's some the computer games that I have tried, and it's just like, they don't think like I do. But I don't know how many times I've seen something in a replay game, the computer especially, and I'm thinking, wow, that's how I would have done it. It's just it feels like somebody, like a kindred spirit almost. It's just like, yeah, they get it. They get what I'm looking for, and there it is. And so I have felt that time and time again, and so to me that makes a quality experience. So I like, again, that you can manage, and then basketball, again, you get a bit more of that than you do in baseball. But and if you just want to let the computer do everything and watch the game, you can do that too. So. And of course, it has the autoplay and different things you'd expect. So, available seasons, it's kind of a half and half. They've got some older seasons and some middle. About like every other game. Very few games, have everything. I know, like a lot of the, like Action PC does. And again, I don't have a lot of experience with basketball sims. But, in comparison to my baseball games, it's pretty average, the games, the seasons, rather, that are available. Right now I'm doing 61, 62, and I got the 85, 86, which everybody has. I picked up the 70, 71 yesterday for the PC because it's on sale. Eventually I'd like to, I think 93, 94, something like that. That's obviously Michael Jordan's heyday. I'd like to get that one. Again, I don't care a lot about modern basketball, but who knows? I might change my mind. So again, there's a good amount of seasons, but not all of them. You'd like to, once I get through the 61, 62, I'd like to have 62, 63. So, maybe down the road that will be something that would be available. So, as far as I can tell, there's no as-played rosters. Like, for example, I forget the fella's name, but there's a guy on my team who had like 50 games out of 80, and to my knowledge, it doesn't automatically take him out those games, so you have to do that yourself. So I know, like with baseball, you've got transactions and things like that if you want to follow that. I know as-played lineups obviously isn't as big a deal in basketball as it is in baseball, but the as-played rosters would be nice. So if that is something that's available that I don't know about, feel free to say so, because I would like to know that. But to my knowledge, it doesn't have as-played rosters, so you kind of have to make those decisions yourself if you're interested in kind of following it more like history. And of course, if you're not, then you're open to use them however you want. So another thing it doesn't have is there's no double team, which I think, again, I'm not a huge basketball guy, but I'm pretty sure that's a pretty big strategy option in the real game. And so I would like to have that option. Again, if I'm missing something and that's not an option, feel free to say in the comments. But with my understanding of basketball, I would like to have that option. So, so that's about all I got there. Again, I just wanted to do a very quick review. Again, it's on sale today, $42, and that gives you the game plus one season of your choice, which is a very good deal. They have a couple of the older seasons on sale for $21, so if you catch this today, which is, again, September the 21st, 2021, you can pick it up at a sale price. But even at the regular price, I feel like it's a very good quality game. And the bottom line is, it is just a lot of fun. I haven't had a game that I have enjoyed out of the box as much as I have this one, and I'm looking forward to play some more games. So, as usual, I'd appreciate any comments, and I really enjoy our interaction, especially with this being something that I don't have a lot of experience with. I know I've had some guys recommend some other games like Status Pro and Action PC, and I have been watching some videos about these games. But for me, I feel like that this one hit a home run as far as what I'm looking for. Again, I really like cards and dice, like figuring out, again, seeing how all the interactions with the different player ratings and cards and everything, how the results come from that. And you can kind of, again, a lot of strategy, which being a nerd like myself is a pretty big deal. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I appreciate it very much, and I will see you next time.